Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Ninja King, and today we're doing What If Oscar Went to Beacon. Now, before we get into this What If, first of all, let's get a few things clear. Yes, this is for Sarah and YouTube Sword. Yes, I took the video from YouTube Sword and then made it. Anyways, one, Team Stark is going to be super geniuses, and that's more of a story-wise. Yes, Oscar is going to get a harem, you all sort of members, and they will be introduced. And second of all, this is my AU, so hopefully you guys like it. And yeah, I hope you guys like this What If, and tell me what other what ifs you wanna see coming up on my channel. Anyways, I don't think I should waste any more time and get on with it's my channel's favorite intro. Chapter 1. Welcome to Beacon. Crow Brunswick was one of the fewer hunters that knew about Ospin's secret identity. Currently, he was in a bar drinking himself away. It only had been a few days since the announcement of Ospin's death was screwed. Everyone was shocked, so Glinda investigated the situation. She found that the cup that Ospin drank from was poisoned, meaning that he was killed. Crow, after hearing that, was ceaselessly looking for the next successor. He didn't know how long it would take. It could be years, it could be days, and it could be even months. All he knows is that someone would come to him, and so he decides to hang out in bars during this situation. Crow really doesn't know what to do other than try and figure out a way to help him. So currently he was drinking. Crow would sigh, putting his hand on his forehead as he massages his temple, wondering what other stupid things can happen. As then, out of nowhere, he hears footsteps. Turning his head, he sees a brown-haired kid with emerald green eyes, wearing what seems to be somewhat like a farm by a tower. He seems to have a white suit, brown pants, and gloves indeed. Crow would look at him before saying, "Aren't you a bit too young to drink here, kid?" Crow would then say as he gulps him down, yeah, about that." Crow would then look at him. "Shut up, I'm getting to it," the boy wouldn't say, with Crow raising an eyebrow. "I would like my cane back," the boy would then say, as Crow would have a smirk before getting himself up. The boy would get back before Crow pulls out the staff. "Welcome back, Ospin," as he then tosses it to him. As then he grabs the coin. "So, what's your name?" "Oscar." Oscar looks at the king before saying, "This may need some adaptation. There's no way. Anyway, so what do you want to do now?" "Well, he's telling me to go to Beacon." "Well, you're coming with me anyway, so let's go," as he then lips at Crow. As the next day arrives, with Oscar coming into Beacon Academy, with him being led by a female with blonde hair, wearing what seems to be a skirt, black high heels, black leggings, and a blonde hair. This was Glinda Goodwish, Ospin's current and the vice president principal. Currently, she has been promoted to principal of Beacon Academy due to the death of Ospin. "And this is your room, Oscar." "Thanks, Miss Glinda Goodwish." No problem. Anyways, it's harder to see that it happened so fast. Trust me, it was one hell of a situation when I got into the situation. I was going to check myself into a mental hospital already." "Really?" "Yeah. Still, thank you." As he then leaves Ospin, Oscar takes off his stumps before putting it away before slamming himself into the bed. "Aye. Whew. God. Oscar, are you still there?" "Ah, Jesus fuck. Right, I gotta get used to this. Nice to know that you're still keeping in mind the mentality of the situation over here. Still, who the hell wanted you dead?" Oscar would then wonder as Ospin then says in his mind, "There would have been a lot of people who wanted me dead. I've made a lot of enemies and a lot of mistakes. More mistakes than any man, woman, or child has ever made in their life." I see. Anyways, Oscar would then get up before looking at his key, releasing it before saying, "I'm gonna do some upgrades on this." "Oh? What are those upgrades?" "First of all," Ospin would then, but before putting a sketchbook down before opening it, "I'm gonna improve it." As a few hours pass, with Oscar now working on the machine, bit. As he finishes it, he would then look at the staff. As he once again collapses, the staff seems to now have a much more of a futuristic look to it, as it has 3 different buttons. Well, technically, there's a fourth, but it doesn't matter right about now. Yeah, and finished. Whenever life comes after you is gonna have one hell of a weapon this time, Ospin would then say. "Yeah, thanks," Oscar replies, as he then goes on to the bed. Anyways, I gotta get to sleep. I heard that tomorrow is going to be the introduction for the other students. Correct. As he falls asleep. As the next day arrives, but this time we'll change of perspective. In an airship, a certain red slash dark haired girl was being hung by a much more blonde looking girl. I can't believe my sister is joining me. Yeah, enough, Yang, Ruby would then say, getting her up. This was Ruby Rose. Next to her was her sister Yang, Yang Snee. Wait, what? Wrong name. Yang. As she got herself. Lass, I didn't want you to come here anyways. Come on, you're gonna be the bee's knees. She would then say, ow, I don't want to be the bee's knees. I just want to be normal knees. I don't want to be any kind of it. Yang would then laugh a bit. That's my sister for you. Still, I can't believe that 1 year ahead. Promoted by the headmaster himself. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Everyone around the world of Beacon heard that the current death of Ospin. Before he dies, he normally at least introduces his successor, but this time there was no letter, no nothing at all. So currently Glenda Goodwin was running the school. And no one truly knew what to do in the situation. Neither Yang or anyone else. Yang would then cough in her hand. Anyways, why don't you try and make some friends? You've seen, Beacon's a place. Plus, you can always write down your letters to your friends back in your middle school. I guess you're right, Ruby would then say, as they didn't hear, sorry, excuse me, pardon me, as they all see a blonde-haired boy going away. That was weird. I guess the view is not for everyone, Yang would then say. I guess you're right, sister. I guess you're right. They both would then laugh a bit, before they both go away. As the school lands down, Yang would then go with her friends, as Ruby was all left alone, as he was trying to get back out. The comes in episode situation when wise happens, but even her sneezing and causing an explosion. As Ruby drops to the ground, as she starts yelling at her, when there's dust clear, a hand would approach Ruby, as Ruby grabs it as she gets up. Are you okay? Ruby would then see someone she had never met, as Oscar would be there in front of her. Oscar, nice to meet you. What may be your name? Ruby Rose. Thanks for that. No problem. Hey, I'm talking to you, Weiss would then say, as Oscar looks at the girl. She seems to have a scar down her face with pale white skin. The scar wasn't prevalent enough, but she also had white hair. Going down to it, she seems to be wearing a normal dress. Isn't a dress too impractical for combat situation, especially a skirt? Hey, this is a battle skirt, both of the girls then scream, as Oscar doesn't realize this yet. Whatever. Come on, let's get out of here. The situation is not much. Do you even know who you're talking to? Immediately Oscar wouldn't look at her before Aspen whispers it. Your wife's Snee. Ha! Unless somebody knows my family names. Snee is also prevalent for, exporting and depositing and manufacturing dust. I even heard some probable rumors of them enslaving and actually using more power for the resources. Weiss would then set up before saying, you... She didn't grab her bag before going away. Anyways, gotta go. Wait, Ruby would then trip before this time being picked up by John. But her asking, aren't you Vomit Boy? As they didn't get to build their friendship up. Yeah, as Oscar then goes before he bumps into someone. Ah, damn it, Oscar would then say as the girl almost down. As the air clears, he would then see that it was a black-haired girl wearing a ribbon, black dress, what seems to be a white tone, as he then looks at him confused. Her eyes almost seem to remind Oscar of a cat before Oscar gets up. Sorry about that. No, it's my fault. Oscar would then say, here, let me help you up. Oscar would then say, getting the girl up. What's your name? Blake Belladonna. Huh, cool then. Oscar would then say, Oscar Pine. Anyways, gotta go. Oscar would then say, not wanting to miss it. Well, would you look at that? Already the first day and you're already met 3 different girls. Don't laugh. Dad. Yes, I know. Alright, explanation for this scenario. In this universe, Ospin is Oscar's biological child. We don't know if the theory is correct or not, but for this AU it's true. We will be meeting the mother sooner or later anyway, so... Yeah. Still, imagine my surprise when I learned that my dad was literally in my head. Come on, now we share private thoughts. Which is creepy as all hell once you consider everything factored. It's not that bad, is it? Yeah, I can see that. Still, what else can we do in this situation? Shalom is still in the move and currently your body needs my help. You will inherit my muscle memory over time, but you still need practice of training. I can handle myself, Dad, Oscar would then say before arriving at the place. As he arrives at where the place students meet and greeters, he once again see Ruby and Vice, with Ruby hiding behind a blonde-haired girl. Deciding to not interfere this time, he stands with the other students, blending into the crowd, but no one seeming to recognize him. Oscar in this sermon was wearing more of what his Poison 2 outfit, which he got after, a few volumes later. So yeah, I'm gonna have a picture here, and hopefully I don't forget like I did with the, everything else. Anyways, Oscar was looking at his watch as he sees the time, as he wonders who will be taking this ministry before someone walks up into the stage, as it was Glenda Goodrich. Ahem. Welcome students to Beacon. You all know for life changes, purposes, and many other things, people have grown and matured as well. For us, we're hunters and huntsmen, and we welcome all of you to Beacon Academy for your grandiose time. I hope everyone here in the school can get along. Words for the previous headmaster of Beacon Academy will always be played and love for all of you to see. I hope all of you can understand the situation we are all in, and due to the current death of the previous headmaster, I am the current headmaster of Beacon Academy. For now, I hope everyone can get along. For today, that's all I wanted to say. Dismiss, as Glinda then floats away, with everybody now whispering and murmuring with each other. Well then, time passes with everyone going to their, combined room before the 14 domes. Still, I don't understand why there was a combined room unless it was for this specific reason. It doesn't make sense. In the combined room, Ruby was writing her letter to her friend as Yang interrupts her. Yang can see that Ruby was looking up you. Hey, that's my little sister looking at. Intimate sister. A boy, I mean. A boy, you say? Stop it. What's his name? He called himself Oscar. Alright? Like, I'm pretty sure he's here somewhere, but, As Vice looks around left and Yang looks around left and right before seeing Blake. Hey, why don't we go and introduce yourself to her? Maybe get some new friends. Stop! As they go to Yang. Can I help you? Not very much. As they talk for a bit before the conversation starts to Oscar. Oh yeah, I met him too. But I don't know where he is. Is he here? Why shouldn't he? Probably got his own room assigned him. As she says this, murmur and whispers would be going around, and now, officially, rumors would start. Yes. I think I may have started some rumors about your boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend, Ruby would then say, blush on her face. Yeah, whatever you say. Meanwhile, in Oscar's room, he was talking to his dad. Yeah, it seems weird. So, Salem, huh? She is the devil. Okay, understanding that situation doesn't help me at all. But seriously, who poisoned you? If I have to guess, it was probably one of Salem's minions. Why though? Doesn't she want you to fall? She wants me to fall, but in a way that makes more sense. But I guess this time it wasn't her idea, but someone else's. I guess that could make sense. Oscar would then say, putting his hand up into the air before grabbing it. Still, this entire situation seems a bit weird to me. Why would she attack you now of all times? Then, when there has been plenty of time before this that she could have attacked you, Ospin would then shrug. Oscar, her mind is an enigma to me. I don't truly know what's going through her, neither do we. So we have to always be prevalent. I understand that, but still, situations like this always make me wonder what kind of situations I got dragged into. Still, if Auntie was okay with it, then I'm okay with it as well. So I guess it was a good thing living with her after all. Seriously, you never told me what your relationship with everyone in the school is anyways. It's complicated, okay? It's very complicated. Now, get enough rest. Tomorrow we'll start the test. Any information about the test? Nope, I will not be telling you. You screw yourself sometimes. Oscar would then stress a bit before he falls asleep. Yawning with the time as well. As he then falls. Sleep next day would arrive. As Oscar gets up, gets himself ready, and gets to get some food from the cafeteria. As he does, he would meet up with Ruby. As Ruby sees him, oh, hey Oscar, wanna join us? As he sees that Blake and Yang were with them as well. Now I know that technically they have not disclosed in the first episode, but in the first few episodes, but still, let's say, deal with it. As Oscar then sits down as he starts to eat, with Ruby explaining, wow, so you guys spread some rumors about me? It was my accident, Ruby would then say, pointing her fingers together in an awkward motion. No, it's not your fault, Ruby. Ooh, I see romance, Yang wouldn't say. Yang, stop, Ruby wouldn't say. Your sister has an outgoing personality, to say the least. Oscar wouldn't say. I guess she does, but still it's embarrassing. Ruby wouldn't say, trying to push Yang away. Anyways, what now? Oscar wouldn't say. We just wait for the test to happen, and then let's see what else things can happen at all. Yeah, I guess you're right. They both would then sigh with time passing, but then finally going to the Emerald Forest. As they all arrived to the Emerald Forest, Glinda Goodwitch would be there. Anyway, students, as you normally know, Beacon has a team of 4. Huntsmen and huntresses are split into a team of 4 depending on the categories. In Beacon, whoever you lay an eye on first will be your partner for the next 4 years. So be careful. Next 4 years, huh? That's kind of something. One more thing. Zoltan wouldn't look at her. And here it comes. Wait, what do you mean here it comes? Explain. You all will be launched hundreds of feet into the air, so good luck with that. Most of the students will yell out curses. Language. Students, language. As Oscar will be flying. You never told me about landing strategies. It's the fun of it. I hate you, Oscar would then say, pressing a button on his stab. As his stab starts to move and bend out, becoming more of a whip-like, as he grabs onto its 3 vans before spinning around before landing it down. It's a good thing I made this improvement. Oscar will then dust himself off, looking left and right to see what kind of situation he is getting himself into. As he does, he hears the howls of a few wolves. Turning his head, he sees, these things, Oscar would then say, as he then presses a button in his cane. His cane would now turn into more of a latch, as all of them attached. The bottom part of the cane would then move down and form a little bit faint. It will take more of an angular and split up before combining, before putting another barrel. As Oscar pulls out something before attaching it to the cane, as that bang could be heard. Neat. As then a few more bangs. Yes, Oscar added a gun to this. Yes, I'm doing the whole thing of all the weapons in Ruby's is also a gun as well. So it makes the most amount of sense since, everything makes sense. As when the wolves tried to come in, Oscar wouldn't use the cane part of it before striking it down, before striking it a few times. Just because it's a gun doesn't mean that it cannot be still used as a cane. As he then immediately slams it down before one of the wolves tries to hit him, before its head gets sent flying. Ruby! Oscar! Wanna help me take down these few? Sure. As the boat then slice and cut their way. As after a while, the boat will be walking. For a bit. So I guess you're gonna be my partner for the next 4 years? Seems like it. Glinda Goodwitch did say that we were gonna be teammates. As then they heard a few voices before someone lands their ground. As they come out of the forest, revealing themselves to be Weiss. Weiss would look at both of them before saying, nope. As she then goes away. Few seconds later, she comes back before grabbing them both by the collar. It's either you two or a guy stuck in a tree. Meanwhile, the guy stuck in the tree is John, who was then saved by Pyrrha. Yep, so far the canonicity is canon. As all 3 of them would be going, Weiss would be explaining her situation and telling that there's no way that she won't be partners with them. She talks too much. Yeah, she does, Ruby would then say, realizing the hypocrisy within Weiss. Once she's set up for 5 minutes already, immediately she would then look at Oscar, and Oscar wouldn't close his mouth, realizing the situation he got himself into. Well, I'm fucked. You're fucked. Well, we're fucked. Yeah, pretty much. As Oscar would say, wait, hold on a minute, let me sleep. She would then sign, whatever. People walking away. So, yeah, what now? Ruby would kind of shrug, saying that he kind of has no idea the situation. And neither does Oscar. As the boat were walking a bit, they both heard something. Hey, did Miss Glinda said that in this forest there were going to be a few Grims that were not native to the Emerald Forest? Oscar would then say, yeah, I think Miss Glinda did say that. Ruby would then say, terrified, as they hear stomping noises. So, I don't know for certainty, but I think we found one. As it was a giant mantis-like Grim. Weiss, immediately recognizing, would then say, it's a Wooland! Oh, fuck. Both Ruby and Oscar would then think, as the Wooland tries to attack them before he gets the shot in the head. Turning around, they would see it was Blake and Yang. Need some help? Yeah! As all 5 of them would then start to fight. As the Wulang tries to slice his claw, Oscar would jump out of the way, with Yang creating some barriers for him. Ruby would use her sight and start firing at her with her gun mode. As the Wulang tries to get in close, Ruby would use her attack, as Oscar would be shooting it from afar as well, realizing that a cane wouldn't do so much damage, but he could use the other mode, not right now. As Yang was fighting the thing, Oscar would immediately turn into the whip mode before grabbing her and pulling her away. Be safe next time. Yeah, I know. As both of them would sigh before the Wulan tries to attack them. Meanwhile, in a different part of Beacon, in the monitoring room, Miss Glinda Goodwitch and a certain dusty old crow would be watching the monitor room. Glinda would be taking her drink, as Crow would be also intently watching at this. A Wulan, huh? So why did Osmond put in here? In his word, sometimes hunters and huntresses need to learn to run away from some situations. That's why. Oh, interesting. Plus, I think it's about time I interfere. Yes, go ahead, Crow. But don't forget, I still have my own meetings anyways. Crow would then leave, once again turning into a bird before flying away. A power gifted to him by the school's, currently dead headmaster. As he flies away, the other team members would basically handle it. Why is there a Wulan here? Oscar would then say, firing a few more bolts. Well, that's simple, my dear Oscar. Son? What is it, Dad? Well, I put this here. For what reason? He would then say, dodging out the way as the ground beneath him cracks and breaks, debris flying apart from every area. Well, that's the most simplest part, is sometimes hunters and huntsmen need to know when to run away. Their life is always important more than their battles, and sometimes running away isn't really that bad. Yeah, screw this shit. We need to run, don't we? What you're basically saying is that we need to run. Oscar would then say, pretty much. Everyone, run! Are you sure? Yang would then say, yeah, it's better run than die. As all five of them would then start to run away. As the Wulan would basically strike to earth before it gets shot in the head. As the Wulan would then see it was Crow standing on a tree. Those kids are not your target. I am. Follow me. The Wulan would make a powerful screech before going after it. As Crow would basically be jumping out the way. So, now what? Well, simple. We find the relics that Miss Glinda Goodwitch was talking about. Yang would then say, it's all forward and then go. Little did they know that the path of destiny has already carried them together, and now it was their time to get some things done. And I'm gonna end it up here. So let's get a few things clear. Yeah, I know this video is not going to have any music in the background like all the other ones. And dude, this is actually going to be one of my probably favorite series if it does get more popular by the views. Yeah, hopefully you guys like this one. It's my very first Ruby What If. And there's another one technically coming out, but that's more of a Percy Jackson What If. Yeah. But the series finally finished with Percy Jackson. I can finally do more of that. That even though it's the first season, I've already read the books, and even though there are more books, I would just probably do it to the Percy series. Maybe going to the Hero of Olympus, maybe not. It depends. But anyways, hope you guys like this part. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And tell me in the comment section what are the videos and what ifs you want to see coming up on my channel. Also, I hope to see you all in my next What If.